Let me ask you something. Why is it that we spend over 13 years in school learning algebra, analyzing Shakespeare, memorizing the periodic table, but we're never taught how to manage a paycheck, budget our expenses, or grow our money? Crazy, right? You leave school knowing how to solve for X, but completely unprepared to solve for rent, credit card debt, or that first emergency that wipes out your bank account. Let's face it, if you're feeling overwhelmed by money, confused by credit scores, or just tired of living paycheck to paycheck, it's not your fault. The system never taught you how money really works. But today, that changes. This isn't some boring lecture. This is your wake-up call. Because once you understand money, really understand it, everything changes. You stop surviving, you start building, you stop reacting, you start planning. This is Money Made Simple, the beginner's guide to mastering your finances, taking control of your future, and building real wealth, even if you're starting from zero. And no, you don't need a finance degree. You don't need thousands of dollars. All you need is the willingness to listen, learn, and take that first step. By the time this episode ends, you'll know how to budget like a boss, avoid financial traps, grow your savings, and build a financial foundation that'll last a lifetime. Sound good? Let's break the cycle. Let's break the silence. Let's break down money once and for all. Because financial freedom isn't just for the rich. It's for the ready. And if you're still listening, you're ready. Part 1. The first 3 foundations of financial literacy. Point 1. What is financial literacy? And why it's the real superpower. Let's start with the basics. What even is financial literacy? It's not about memorizing complex financial jargon. It's not about being an economist or investment banker. It's about one thing: making smart money decisions in everyday life. Financial literacy is your ability to understand how money works, how to earn it, how to manage it, how to grow it, and how to protect it. It's the difference between people who control their money and people who are controlled by it. Now ask yourself, how much time did you spend in school learning about credit scores, interest rates, taxes, budgeting? Probably none, right? That's not your fault. The system was designed to prepare you to be a worker, not a wealth builder. But here's the good news. Financial literacy can be learned at any age, at any stage, no matter how far behind you feel. And when you start learning it, everything changes. Financial literacy gives you options. It gives you confidence. It helps you make decisions from a place of power, not panic. Think of it like this. If money is a game, then financial literacy is the rule book. You can try to play without knowing the rules, but you'll lose every time. And the people who do know the rules, they're playing on a completely different level. They're building wealth while you're stuck in survival mode. They're choosing how they live, while others are just trying to get by. And here's the truth that most people never hear. It's not about how much you earn. It's about what you do with what you earn. There are people making $40,000 a year with a strong financial foundation, and people making 6 figures who are drowning in debt. Financial literacy isn't about income. It's about habits, mindset, discipline. Once you understand that, you stop chasing quick fixes, and you start building a foundation that lasts for a lifetime. Point 2. Budgeting. Tell your money where to go before it disappears. Let me ask you a simple question. At the end of the month, do you ever look at your bank account and think, where the heck did all my money go? That's what happens when you don't budget. Your money vanishes. Not all at once, but drip by drip. A coffee here, a random online purchase there, and boom, your paycheck's gone, and you've got nothing to show for it. Budgeting is not about restricting your freedom. It's about creating financial clarity. It's not punishment. It's power. Think of your budget as a plan, a game plan that tells every dollar you earn what job it has. Because if you don't tell your money where to go, it'll leave without asking for permission. Now, budgeting doesn't have to be complicated. You don't need spreadsheets with 37 categories. You need a system that works and that you'll actually stick with. One of the simplest and most effective is the 50-30-20 rule. 50% of your income goes to needs: rent, utilities, groceries, basic transportation. 30% goes to wants: dining out, subscriptions, shopping, entertainment. 20% goes to savings and debt repayment. That's your future fund. Easy to remember, easy to start. But don't get stuck on the exact percentages. They're a guide, not a prison. Adjust them based on your goals, your lifestyle, and your income level. Another powerful method is zero-based budgeting. You assign every single dollar a job until your income minus expenses equals zero. No guessing, no miscellaneous categories. Every dollar has a mission. Now here's where most people go wrong. They create a budget, then ignore it after a week. That's like setting a fitness plan and never going to the gym. You need to check in weekly, track your spending, adjust when necessary. And most importantly, be honest with yourself. If you overspent on takeout last month, own it. No guilt, no shame, just tweak and keep going. And here's the kicker. Budgeting isn't just about cutting back. It's about making room for what actually matters to you. It's about spending intentionally. You want to travel more? Add a travel category. You love concerts or gear or experiences? Budget for them. Guilt-free. Because budgeting is freedom with structure. It's giving your money a map so you can finally go where you want to go. Point 3. Earning money. Active, passive, and the income game plan. Let's talk income, because saving and budgeting only work when there's actually money coming in. And if you want to build wealth, you need to increase what's coming in over time. Now, there are two main types of income: active income and passive income. Active income is what most people rely on. It's trading time for money. You work a job, you get paid. No work, no paycheck. Simple. And there's nothing wrong with that. Active income is essential. But the problem is, there's a ceiling. There are only so many hours in a day. So if you want to grow, you have to start thinking beyond just hourly or salary income. That's where passive income comes in. Passive income is money you earn without constant effort. It's the holy grail of financial freedom. We're talking dividends, rental income, digital products, affiliate marketing, royalties, automated e-commerce, and more. Now, don't fall for the myth that passive income is 100% set it and forget it. Most passive income streams require work up front: time, energy, strategy. But once built, they start paying you while you sleep. That's the dream, right? Earning money whether you're at work, on vacation, or binge watching your favorite show. So how do you build income wisely? Start where you are. If you've got a 9-to-5, focus on maximizing that income first. Learn new skills. Ask for a raise. Take on freelance or side hustle gigs that align with your talents. Then, start stacking income streams. Don't wait until your active income is perfect to begin building passive income. Start small. Maybe you write an ebook. Maybe you start a YouTube channel. Maybe you invest in dividend-paying stocks. Each income stream is like adding another leg to the table. More balance, more options, more security. Because when one stream dries up, you've got others flowing. Remember this: the average millionaire has 7 streams of income. You don't need to start with 7. You just need to start. And over time, those streams grow. They compound. And eventually, they start buying back your time, $1 at a time. Part 2. The next 2 foundations of financial literacy. Point 4. Understanding debt. The good, the bad, and the ugly debt. Just hearing the word makes some people cringe. But here's the truth. Debt is not inherently evil. It's a tool. And like any tool, it can build your future or destroy it. It all depends on how you use it. Let's start by breaking debt into 2 categories: good debt and bad debt. Good debt? That's debt used to acquire something that grows in value or generates income over time. Think student loans for a high-earning degree, a mortgage on a home that appreciates, a small business loan that expands your income potential. Now, don't misunderstand. Just because it's labeled good doesn't mean it's risk-free. Even good debt needs to be managed wisely. You still need to compare interest rates, understand repayment terms, and avoid borrowing more than you can handle. Then there's bad debt, the silent killer of financial dreams. High-interest credit cards, buy now, pay later traps, personal loans used for lifestyle inflation. Bad debt is usually tied to depreciating items or instant gratification. It's borrowing to look rich before you actually are. Here's the most dangerous part. Interest. Credit card interest rates can range from 18% to 30%. Let's say you have a $3,000 balance and only pay the minimum every month. That debt could take years to pay off and cost you thousands in interest. That's money that could have gone to investing, saving, or starting a business. Instead, it's feeding the banks. So how do you take control? First, know exactly how much debt you owe. List every loan, every credit card, every payment. Write down the balance, the minimum payment, and the interest rate. Next, choose a strategy. There are two powerful approaches. The snowball method. Pay off the smallest debt first to gain momentum. The avalanche method. Tackle the highest interest rate first to save money long term. Both work. Pick the one that fits your personality. If you're motivated by quick wins, go snowball. If you're all about efficiency, go avalanche. While you're at it, stop adding new debt. Cut the cards if you must. Freeze them, literally in a block of ice if it helps. Just don't borrow your way out of a hole. If you're dealing with student loans, understand your options. Refinancing, income-based repayment plans, and forgiveness programs are out there. But you have to educate yourself. No one is coming to save you. Debt doesn't define you. It doesn't make you dumb, irresponsible, or hopeless. It makes you human. And like every human challenge, it can be overcome with clarity, strategy, and consistency. The sooner you take control of your debt, the faster you regain your financial freedom. Because the goal isn't just to be debt-free. It's to be decision-free, to live without financial chains around your choices. Point 5. The power of saving. Pay yourself first. Let's talk about saving money. And I don't just mean putting away what's left over at the end of the month. Because let's be honest, there's rarely anything left over. If you wait until after the bills and the fun and the impulse buys to save, you'll never save. That's why wealthy people do something different. They pay themselves first. What does that mean? Before you pay rent, before you pay Netflix, before you pay anyone else. You set aside money for you, your future, your freedom, your financial goals. It might be 10%, it might be 20%, it might even start at just 1%. What matters is that you do it consistently. Automate it. Set up a recurring transfer to a separate savings account or investment account the moment your paycheck hits. Don't think about it. Don't hesitate. Make it automatic, like a bill you owe to your future self. This is how habits form. And more importantly, this is how wealth builds quietly over time. Let's do some quick math. If you saved just $10 a day, every day, for 10 years, that's $36,500. Now add compound interest. That number starts to explode. It's not about saving what's left, it's about prioritizing your goals. And here's the thing. Saving isn't just about emergencies. It's about opportunity. Imagine your friend says, "Hey, I've got an investment deal. I need a partner with $1,000. You've got it. A startup you love launches a product and opens early stock sales. You've got it. A dream vacation pops up at a crazy discount. You've got it. Saving gives you the power to say yes when others have to say no. But savings also give you something even more powerful. Security. Because when you have money in the bank, your energy changes. You walk differently. You think long-term. You stop making desperate choices. You stop taking jobs you hate. You stop staying in relationships for financial reasons. You start designing your life around what you want, not just what you can afford. And look, there will be months when you can't save as much. That's okay. The point is consistency, not perfection. Build the habit, flex the muscle, stack the wins. Because saving isn't just about money. It's about mindset. It's about taking control. And that's where freedom truly begins. So here's the truth. Financial freedom isn't about being born into wealth. It's not about luck. It's not reserved for the chosen few. It's about what you choose to learn. It's about what you choose to do with what you now know. If today's video opened your eyes, even just a little, don't let that awareness fade. Act on it. Because information without action, that's just entertainment. Start with one small step. Make a budget. Track your expenses. Read a book on money. Open that savings account you've been putting off. Learn the basics of investing. Just start right where you are. And if you found value in this episode, you know what to do. Hit that subscribe button, because this is just the beginning. Every week, we drop powerful, no-fluff guides designed to help you build real wealth step by step. And if you're ready to take your money mindset even deeper, don't stop here. Tap the next video titled, "The Power of Compounding: How the Rich Get Richer While You Wait." Because that's where the real magic begins. You don't need to be perfect. You don't need to know everything. You just need to start. And remember, money isn't the goal. Freedom is. And every wise decision you make today brings you one step closer to the life you were meant to live. Let's build that life together.